Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Smitty. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Hit that like button and notification bell to make sure you get all the latest videos. We're kind of like doing a continuation. Well, it's not really a continuation. This is the second part of the lock cylinder dilemma. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take the lock cylinder apart and get a key code, and then all you got to do is take it to your dealer and they should be able to cut you a key. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Like I said, make sure to leave me a comment or something and let me know. So here we go. Alright, again, if you can hear the mower in the background, I apologize. Like I said, my neighbor decided to mow. So to get these cylinders apart, see if I can get you in a little closer here. Alright, first you got to take this clip off the back. That's your arm retainer. And there's a little tab right there. Got to get under that little tab right there. And pull up, and then the lock actually slides that way. You can bend it up and then just slide it off like that. Your clip comes off, then your little actuator arm comes off. Okay, then this here, you have to take this cover off. And the only way you can do that is pretty much obliterate it. I just use a screwdriver, kind of twist, and it'll spread the retainer away from the body. The aftermarket ones, or the replacement ones, you actually just bend a little tab down. But from the factory, they've got a little machine that they use to get that retainer on. I don't think we've still got enough of it opened up yet. I'm not left-handed, but you can see what I'm doing here. Basically getting in there and opening up that retainer. Try to be careful when you do this, because you don't want to stab yourself, which always happens. It's inevitable. Like I said, you'll end up destroying a lock cylinder. But I mean, yeah, I know you can go to the hardware store or the parts store and get replacement cylinders, but it'd be nice if all of them matched. And if you can destroy one and just match one, then you're saving yourself a little bit of time. Okay, we're gonna cheat a little bit. We're gonna grind the edge of that off. Might be just a little bit faster. Alright, we're going to get lucky and this thing's going to come out too. Okay, so slide your cylinder out. And if you notice, this thing's got 2 springs in the top. Man, this thing is gummy. It's had a lot of silicone or lithium in it. This is your lock bar here. This is what actually makes the thing work, that lock bar. And then a little bit thought this one may be coated. Okay, well, this may not be coated. I was hoping. This is a factory cylinder that was in this. The reason why I say that is it is not coatable. Well, when I say that, that looks like that retainer comes out of there. It just looks like it's rusted. Yeah, it's just, I think it's just rusted. I mean, it's pretty bad shape. This is your retainer here that holds all your cylinders in. Or your cylinders, good lord. Holds all your tumblers in. And your tumblers are what actually makes the key work. I was looking to see if the casing had a code on it. If you can ever get an ignition cylinder out, those are usually stamped with a key code right on it, but this one doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So, let's see if we can pop this. Yeah, that's just the retainer. There it goes. Alright, that piece will come out of there. And if you notice, you got all your springs that hold the tumblers down, so pull them out. Then should be able to stick your screwdriver in there. I really like to do this with a pick or a piece of wire, because the trick is you got to be able to pull them out in order. If you don't pull them out in order, you're just fighting yourself. Another thing, this link bar, if you pull up on this link bar, they'll come out a little easier. I'm going to use something small. I just grabbed an old carburetor spring. Try to get all those tumblers up to the top. Yeah, I don't know, you don't particularly want to look at my front side, but hey. Alright, so try to get these tumblers up towards the top of the cylinder. And I think we're going to modify this little carburetor spring because I really need a pick. That ought to work. I just put a little 90-degree bend in it. As you can see, I popped one of them up already. Okay, there you go. So there's number one. So you got to wipe this dude off, and they are numbered. And this one's so worn I can't even see a number on it. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to keep them in order anyway, so we'll put that one off to the side. Pull the next one out here. Let's see if a little glass cleaner will take this off. I don't believe these are numbered. Interesting. Well, like I said, we'll just keep them in order. Let's pop the next one out. Nope, they are not numbered. Interesting. Well, that's just going to make it a little bit harder to get a key code. Can't get to that last one. Looks like that last one is just a little bit too long. Can't get to that very last one. It didn't want to come out. There we go. Man, wanted to be stubborn. He wanted to come out of there. So there's the last tumbler. That's what they look like. Look like a little H with an edge cut on it. So, I think what we'll do, we'll use a piece of tape here, and I just put them all on there. Okay, I just sealed them up in that tape, so I know how they came out. And I know this side was, since I've got the tape folded over on the edge, I know that this is the head of the key. So now, I'm going to use the camera. We'll see if we can get some numbers on this. Alright y'all, went and did a little research, and this is what I came up with. This is a little sheet that I found online. You can see the tumblers there. The way you identify them is the cutout right up there. You see the cutouts in a different position down the deal. So if you look at these, you can see that although it's not as easy to identify as being on a piece of paper, they are in different spots. My guess is, since this one's not that close to the top, that one's going to be a number 2. So we're going to do a 2. Looking at the next one, it's a little further down than the first one. This is kind of hard for you guys to see because I don't have a light. Oh yeah, I do have a light. I'll take my little mini tripod off here. Still kind of hard for you guys to see. I think I'm being in the tape kind of makes it a pain in the butt. So you got a glare on it. There, that works. Alright. So if you look at the first one and you look at the second one, you can see that there's a little more space up at like the second one over, there's more space up there at the top. So that would be a different cut. Also, you got to look at relation to the V as the hump on the H. It's a little further down, and the two right next to each other look to be the same. So we're going to say those are both a 3. That zoom in is going to make y'all sick. Alright, if you notice the one next to that looks like it's cut even further down. So I'm going to guess that's a 4. And the one next to that looks like we're about the same as the first or the second and third one. So I'd say that's another 3. And the very last one looks like it's closest to the top. So we're either going to say that's going to be a number 1 or a number 2. Now I could be off a little bit, but all these 6-cut cylinders like that only had 4 tumblers. So, and we know it's not a number 2. So I'm going to say that's a number 1. Alright, so that's going to be our key code. This is the head of the key over here. So you got 2 3 3 4 3 1. And just out of curiosity, we'll go grab the other key and look at it. Okay, here is one of the keys that I had with it, and if you look at the keys, you can kind of read the code. You know, one's being a no cut at all. So we got that one would be like a 2. This would be a 3, let's see, a 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 3. That's the key code of that key. Because remember, if a 1 will be a no cut. 1 is basically a blank. Since you've got an indentation on the first one, if you just look across it, yep, it went out of focus there. There we go. Like I said, you get a 3, a 4, 2. Well, I take that back. That one code cuts different than that. So it'd be a 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 2. I don't know. Anyway, the first cut and the last 3 cuts are not the same depth. So I guess that could be a 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 2. Anyway, used to be when I cut keys, it was 1s were always a no cut. But this may make a liar out of me. Remember what I said, this doesn't look like the right blank. Although if you look on the inside of the cylinder, but if you look inside there, let me blow this up just so maybe you can see it. Alright, it's real tough to see, but you can see the groove that's on the right hand side. There you go, it's focusing. You can see the groove that's on the right hand side and see how the top of it's there cut to the left. So this would actually accept the D blank, even though it's got an E cylinder or ignition cylinder. Because if you look down the key, of course this is backwards, but if you look at the key the way it's cut, you get your groove there on the left, and then it's cut offset up at the top. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. I'll take those key codes with me to work. We'll see if we can't get a key cut for it and go from there. So if this video, oh by the way, this key cylinder deal will work for any of the old 6 cut and the new, well, the newer 10 cut. I don't believe it'll work for the new laser cut keys. It might. The tumblers are similar on those. I've done a couple of the laser cut key cylinders. But for what we're working on, it'll work on just about any cylinder. The principles are the same. So anyway, if you liked what you seen, make sure to like and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get all the latest videos. Hey y'all, I really appreciate you subbing and following my videos. It's really appreciated. I'm glad I could teach somebody something. Anyway, till the next one, God bless y'all. See ya. Bye-bye.